What I'm looking at here that you miners might find interesting is a whole lot of black sand all the way up here. What you're interested in for the mining aspect here is black sands. Black sands and gold run together all day, and you've got black sand, black sand, black sand coming through here. You're right in the heart of a wash as well. This is prime gold nugget country. I mean, Arizona pulls gold nuggets out that are from, you know, 1/4 of an ounce to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ounce nuggets. So this is where you want to be. The main camp that we're at, we've got some information that you'll see later that indicates the guy lived here for about 27 years before he finally passed on, but it looks like his trash got kind of dumped up in here. This stuff is early 90s, I'm guessing, so it's about 25 years old right now, which it's really not all that interesting to us. Give it another 25 years, it's going to start to be really interesting. Give it 75, give it 100 years, and this is going to be really interesting. I guarantee you that Hormel chili is going to be like, what the f***? Hormel chili? That's a Hormel chili can. What up, dog? It's going to be rad. This site has 2 benefits. This washy stuff we call a placer claim. So that means you're not going to dig down too hard, and if you find anything in the rock, you're not going to break it out. But what we also have on this is a load claim, because there's a big shaft over there. So it's weird, but it's like they found gold here, and then they went and found a bigger deposit and went down a shaft. So we're going to show you that. Let's go take a look at the rest of the site. So it's interesting here. We've got all our black sands coming down here. You've got some big boulders. I mean, we're sitting on kind of a volcanic bedrock bottom here. How deep this goes, I'm not for sure. Take a look at what you got right here. See that?
Can?
Trash. How did that get there? Weird. It came down with the water and went boom, big rock, and stopped. So that can's pretty light in reference. So if you're a little nugget of gold that was washing down here with all your big wash, black sands, where do you think you might end up? Boom, stuck behind this rock. Boom, stuck behind this rock. Boom, drizzling down into all these holes that are down here. This is obviously where dude was working and was finding some gold bits. So when you're out here, this is what you kind of want to work on. Come here and let me show you something cool. Look at this that I just saw. What I was looking at is, look at this rock. Look at the band coming through there. Pretty cool. That's likely from some volcanic activity that burned here. Look down here. Look at all that black sand that's washing. Okay, we were talking a few minutes ago about gold getting caught behind some of the boulders and the big rocks that are immovable. Yeah, if you're looking for a place to work, there's a lot of immobile boulders there, and we've got a convergence of 2 streams that are coming into it. Black sands all over the place. Yeah, this might be a good place for you to start working.
The Arrastra Mine is a small set of workings on some likely very good gold deposits. This was a small-scale mining operation thought to have started in the late 1800s. It was likely worked on and off until it was shut down in 1941 by the War Act. Sometime in the early 1960s, a miner by the name of George took the claim over and started working it.
This is something that's interesting. You guys often read stories about, you know, oh, Joe Prospector, you know, we never know where he went, but he lived out in the desert for 50 years and always came into town with gold to pay for stuff. That's this guy right here. He's been working here, obviously. He's built up all sorts of stuff. If you don't have any money and you don't have any food, you're not out here working. So this guy is obviously getting food. He's obviously bringing in his own water. He's got a trailer. He's built houses. He's got a shitload of books here. I mean, this guy was not hating it. He's built himself teepees. He's built himself wells. I mean, this guy was getting money from somewhere, and I guarantee he probably wasn't just pulling it out of his ass. He's probably getting it right out of the stream where you can see there's little pockets here. He's built up the wall. This is the kind of stuff that those little lost treasure stories are made out of.
George stayed until he passed away in 1987 or 1989. The claim has a series of old buildings on it. The basic brick structure has been added on with awnings, an old camper, and various walls and doors. There is also an old workshop that is filled with old magazines and reading material, and many old implements that may have been used for mining.
So I got everything, the magazines in here range from 70s to the early 90s. It's kind of fun. Kids might not know what these are. This is what we called an encyclopedia. So for the kids that don't know what this is, instead of having the interwebs, like if you wanted to look up horses, you would, or maybe you wanted to look up Nantucket. Well, you'd go to the N and you'd have, oh look, here's a bunch of stuff about Nantucket and napalm and Napier. Looks like there's an entire encyclopedia set up here. Kind of fun. Farm Bureau. There's some interesting little bits like that. Looks like that was a
family album.
Photo album. Man, how cool would that be to have old pictures of the mine in there?
In addition, there is an early 1980s small pickup truck. The yard is filled with artistic expression, and there are various sculptures all around the buildings. Some of the buildings even bear large murals.
And the guy did a lot of stuff out here. I mean, this was like a whole, it's almost like a garden, like of a bunch of old stuff. There's a coffee cups, just random parts and hooks and locks and wheels. A little well, which I'm not sure if it was an actual well or not, but I'm gonna find out. You know, the ingenuity of old miners is just incredible. And this, it almost to me looks like a full-sized Pinewood Derby car. It's got an old car seat in here. It's built on a tiny little axle in a little wagon, and then it's got two short, close together wheels, one here, and then another one would have been right there. And then this was the brake to stop it when they were using it. So kind of looks like it was a way to come out, have a good time. Maybe they used it in a real Pinewood Derby race, maybe they didn't. Nonetheless, it's pretty exciting. These are kind of scary to find out here. Yep, that would be a gun. Oh, it's a BB gun. BBs only. Doesn't work.
The claims are set in a large wash where gold has been found from small nuggets to a monster 68-ounce nugget that came out near the highway in 1977.
So there's our quartz. And on it, you've got your mica, which you can see here. But look as you get up here. Oh, what is all that? Is that pyrites and gold? Running right along, and look at those little dark bits. It's almost like that's where the black sands kind of were forming. Oh, maybe that's why gold forms in the black sands. Crazy. There's a legitimate piece of ore for you that I just found in the wall.
There is a shaft that is mostly ant-hilled and would need significant work to be usable. The shaft cannot be too deep due to the location so close to the old wash. But the wash is where the majority of the mining work seems to have occurred.
Well, the truth is, you could actually start coming to work this under casual use by just panning the black sands in the wash. And one thing that's really fun and exciting about black sands like this, you know when we have really big runoff years, like this year we've gotten a lot of water, there's been flooding. All that flooding is gonna bring new gold each year, and it's gonna deposit it into these washes and get it stuck behind these boulders. That's one of the benefits of placer mining is, you know, every year it can change. Every year, this is a wash. Water is gonna run through here. New gold is gonna come down from where it was originally found and be deposited. So every year it's like having a new claim out here.
The Arrastra is a one-of-a-kind site filled with unique history and great potential for gold production.